So, it is time for a story. What I'm going to talk about today is um, my view based on over 30 years of personal research. I have scoured books, I have scoured the internet, I have scoured through interviews with actual people, with so many things, and this is what I found. Hello, everybody. Psycho back. I'm your bad influencer. I'm telling you things you don't want to know and showing you things you don't want to see. And today it is a bit of a story time. So, as I've said, I've been doing research for over 30 years, and of course, we can not know everything. Possibly that we will never know everything. Only he knows everything. But this is my take on creation and human history. So they say that the earth was ugly and rocky. This is proven. Then the plants and the bushes and the trees came. Okay. Then God created animals. But so there were fish, there were amphibians, and there were reptiles. I'll put aside the how, I'll put aside the evolution theory for sake of the story. So these huge animals uh, were basically becoming a pest. They're becoming a nuisance because, as you may or may not know, reptiles have a tendency to keep growing, so they never stop growing. That's why the snakes they shed their skin because every time as they get older, they keep growing. Except their skin, it does not grow along with them. So what happens is they shed the old skin, and then new skin gets formed, bigger, larger. So the as the snake grows. So they were growing too large, and they were basically destroying God's green earth. So he destroyed them through a cataclysm. This is obviously actually proven scientifically, and in all best was I can tell, all religions, all cultures, they have a story about a great flood, a cataclysm. So God, being a creator, he did not want to leave the earth as is. He enjoyed seeing life, so he created the mammals, not as large and much less aggressive. So the other gods, they wanted to create something for themselves. So they decided to create some sort of bipedal pets, if you will, who more or less looked as they did. So they created the different types of humanoids. Um, the scientific explanation is that there was an evolution. I've said this before, I don't actually believe in this. So, again, for the sake of the story, these other gods created the multiple types of humanoids. Our God, the creator, he did not think this was a good idea, uh, and so he decided to make a better species to improve on where these other gods supposedly failed. In at least this was the consideration of our Lord. So what he did, he created Adam and Lilith. They were the first Homo sapiens, so basically our ancestors. Lilith eventually rebelled. She did not want to, supposedly, she did not want to obey her husband, Adam, but this is debatable. What is sure is that she wanted to do things her way, whatever those things may have been. So she was sent to hell. Yes, she was unalived by the Lord. Then God created Eve. How, do you ask? Good question. So, what our Lord did, He anesthetized Adam. Yes, the Bible actually mentions that Adam was put in a long sleep, most likely. Excuse me. So he was put in a long sleep. If you think about this, this was the first documented case of anesthesia, long sleep, and then most likely operated him, but I don't believe he actually removed part of the rib. This was never stated as such in the Bible. I think he may have removed some DNA from said rib, um, and he used that DNA to generate, to create, to make Eve. Then God closed the wound. This actually, so the long sleep, the closing of the wound, these things are actually mentioned in Genesis, in the Old Testament, in the Bible. So probably he stitched up the wound, and the deed was done. So is this possible? Perhaps. But one thing I can tell you for sure, uh, this was, whether it was done by God or whatever this was, the story itself was the very first documented medical procedure, medical operation. There was anesthesia, there was an opening of the skin, and there was a closing of the wound, got stitched up. The very first successful operation documented in the Bible. If we know what we know now about operations, you need a sterile environment, you need certain tools that Adam and Eve most probably did not have. So, by that definition, we can debate the fact that it was an alien who created them, it was God. Okay, that aside, this is my story. Now, as an addition, as God made woman from men's side, man should never consider his woman as a slave or an object for personal use. A man should consider his woman a partner by his side. From his side, she was made, and by his side, she should stay. Remember the saying, behind every great man, there is a great woman. Behind is obviously a metaphor, doesn't mean that the woman should be behind the man, but behind the man means she is supporting him. She got his back. So this means that a good woman, women as a general, can help men achieve great things through their advice and through their moral support. So for you men out there, listen to your wife, take her advice, and consider it in your whatever decisions you're making in life. It can be of great value. So this was part one. I have a number of parts coming after this, so I'm gonna add to the story, to the history. This is my version of history. So as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I'm making a little bit of sense here. Um, if you like it, please hit the like button, the heart, the little thing, the whatever. Subscribe, please, because it really helps me out. I need more subscribers. I've been asking in my videos, I've been asking for donations. I'm asking again, please help me out. I really need to get better equipment because I'm pretty sure the sound on this does not work as well as one of those proper microphones, and so I do need to get better equipment, and also through your financial backing I can help. I can spend some more time on doing research on this because I think I'm onto something. So again, I need all the help I can get. But what's even more important, please do subscribe. Please share my videos. Please always like them. Please watch them to the end. Please share them so others can also hopefully subscribe, because if I get more subscribers and I make better videos, I can get my videos monetized. So then I can get paid through the platform, and I will not need to ask you guys for financial support. I don't want to do that, but it does help me right now. And hopefully, if I have more subscribers, more followers, and many more likes and comments, I value your comments. I always enjoy that. I wish there were more. So that would, by definition, generate the necessary funding so I can show you guys much more. So again, thank you for watching. Enjoy it. May peace be upon you all.